Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Virgos. How are you doing? We're doing eclipse readings because that's the vibe I'm getting. That's the energy that's coming up that needs to come out. So let's see what we're getting. Your main card is the Emperor. This is where you are in your integration process. I've been feeling a lot like this eclipse is really about this idea of the coming back to the one, coming back to the self with this very active Aries energy. So the Emperor showing up makes a lot of sense, particularly for you. There is some order, there is some stability that is needed in your life. And in order to get there, you're going through this integration process. It would not be surprising to me if you did experience some of what is called alien. I keep calling it alien. Ego alienation through the past 3 months, perhaps, where there would have been something that you were very excited about or something that you felt like you really finally had a handle on. Things were going exactly as you desired for them to. And then all of a sudden reality comes back in and it's just kind of like, no, this is kind of a hot mess. But that's that whole ego alienation process into which you may have gotten a little too far from those inner desires, the balancing of things. You may have been pushing some things down into your unconscious that needed to be made conscious again. So at this time, it's pointing to the fact that, like I said, the main card, the main purpose thing that will be coming out for you during this eclipse will be the Emperor. It will be around, hoping I could get some water. It will be around finding some stability, finding some way to take all of the things that you have been creating, all the things that you've been sitting on wanting to create, and finding a way to bring them forth. There may be some divine masculine, or, oh, I hate that word. I'm so sorry I even said that to y'all. There may be some things related to this idea of creating, of holding stability, of providing stability, of being someone who has to kind of go out and do the work instead of being able to create the work within yourself, that there may be some things that you need to address with that, or some father stuff to deal with, father figure stuff to deal with. So we have as your first card for clarifying for the Emperor and talking about this situation is the Eight of Cups. So leaving behind a situation that is just not everything that you desire, walking away from those Eight of Cups in order to move forward to the Ten of Cups, this idea of not settling. And from that, we have as clarifier a Six of Pentacles, which is doubling down on the idea that you may have been giving, you may have been inputting, you may have been investing more time, energy, effort, could be literal money into other people without getting that same in return. You may have also been in need of assistance and not feeling too great about having to ask for assistance all the time, and maybe not feeling like that has been really something that's been met. I would definitely encourage you to take a look at where Venus is in your chart, where Mars is in your chart, where Jupiter is in your chart, and seeing kind of what's going on there, any aspects that are being made to current astrological placements for the planets in the skies. We have that very active Aries energy. Aries rules the sign of the Emperor. And so you may be experiencing quite a bit of that. You may be having a little bit of a moment with this Aries energy, really needing to step into that North Node kind of influx or pool that is happening along with these eclipses that are saying that you really need to be looking at advocating for yourself, having the courage to go after the things that really matter to you, not compromising for other people, and making sure that you are staying true to yourself. We have, as further clarifications of this Eight of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Wands in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse is giving that this is still a struggle. It's still something that's currently going on, and it's probably sapping your energy. It's taking a lot of energy. It's taking a lot of your creativity. It's taking a lot of that inner work. And so in Jungian psychology, there's this notion known as psychic energy. It is the energy that is taken up mentally, psychologically from us as we are trying to distract ourselves from these unconscious drives, from these unconscious messages and the things that are going on in the world that are perhaps not in alignment with the narrative or the story that our egos are telling ourselves. And so when that occurs, we use this energy up in order to kind of maintain our stability and, stay sane. But over time, we have these unconscious things, and they come out. They are expressed through our dreams, through maybe emotional outbursts and things of that nature. And so because of that, when you're using up all of this psychic energy, it means that you don't have it in order to be creative, in order to find alternative solutions to issues or problems that are coming up in your life. In this case, it may just be taking up a lot of that energy, which you could be using to go within and do this internal work because you're too busy in trying to handle your emotions, maintain and find your happiness, and balance out that energy that's been going out of you. We again have the High Priestess in reverse, another card about internal reflection, balance, listening to your intuition. And in reverse, it's saying that that has not been the case for you. It may have been very hard for you. It may have been feeling very difficult for you to be able to tap into your intuition. I love this though. We have the as the next card, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, things are turning in your favor. And if things are not necessarily turning in your favor, the Wheel of Fortune will always turn. Times will change. Nothing that is terrible will stay that way forever. So eventually things will improve. We have the Ace of Wands. You'll get that fire back. You'll get that energy back. You'll tap into, I definitely say, go and look and see where Aries is in your natal chart. I would definitely say go look and see if you have any planets in Aries in your natal chart. I would definitely say go check out what's going on with fire sign energy in your natal chart. This is very much so showing up as a fire sign, kind of water sign dance for you for this message for the eclipse season, finding that creativity, tapping back into the things that actually excite you and arouse you, the things that make you feel like getting up in the morning will be coming, the wheel will turn. Part of that will also pull you down into balancing again this water energy, the moon. We have two cards that are kind of connected to the moon, to the mother, to the feminine, in the sense of the High Priestess and the moon card, even with this 8 of Cups, which is also has a moon or an eclipsed moon in its photo. So a lot of circles here, a lot of things about coming back to the self and going within to figure out those things that have been pushed down, that you have not been had the time or the energy to explore or to integrate. We have a Knight of Cups or a King of Cups in reverse. So yes, there may be someone who, or this may be you, who is usually able to hold a lot of space for people emotionally. They're just not able to do so at this time. They're not showing up in that way. And perhaps as you are going within, you're pulling away may have triggered or activated a water sign individual to have a similar response or to have an emotional coldness that is unusual to their nature. Your father may have been emotionally unavailable, and therefore there may be some issues that you are experiencing as you attempt to heal and to go within and to find some stability within your own life around an emotionally unavailable father and how this impacted your family dynamic, particularly if you're a woman and identify as maybe cisgender, or you identify as female, as a woman. You may be finding that there are some complications there from being able to tap into and feel like you can share and receive love due to this dynamic that may have happened with father figures or men identifying individuals in society. That energy is shifting, that energy is changing. There is some exploration that needs to happen there in order to find a little bit more stability within your life, whether that is you caring for yourself or you finding space where you can care for yourself and still maintain and care for others around you. We have the Strength card in reverse. That's our lovely Leo signs in reverse. We did have Venus in Leo and the retrograde in that sign last summer, and that was really bringing up this idea of having courage, of being able to stand up for ourselves. In reverse here, there's some Leo energy that's a little out of whack. There's some fire energy that's a little out of whack. You may have some Leo that's active in your chart or Leo people in your life. Either way, there's some fire, and internal fire, the courage, the intuition, the being able to follow your instincts. It feels a little bit off. Part of that would be that if perhaps you did not have the stability growing up and have that example, it may be something that you are needing to actively learn. And part of that will be with you leaving situations that are not fully emotionally what you are desiring or what you're looking for. And even if you're unsure of what that is, you know this ain't it. So walk away from it. It's time to leave that alone so you can go within and do that work. We have collaboration coming up. You may need to work with a therapist, a counselor, someone of that nature. Maybe you want someone to do a little coaching for you. Hello. Hi, my name's Camila. I can do that for you. King of Swords, meditation will be very great for you at this time. It will be very helpful for you. Again, though, we are still getting that energy around, I'm going to put both of these up here. We have the Temperance. So everyone's getting the Temperance card. Temperance card and some of this King of Wands energy. Again, there's something going on here with fire sign energy. Fire sign, air sign energy. Almost all of the kings are out here other than the King of Pentacles. There's definitely something going on here around your relationship with your community. How much you're giving, how much you're receiving. Being able to feel emotionally, mentally, physically, creatively available for yourself and for others, and finding a balance that is not giving away your heart in order to be practical and to kind of like do as others are expecting of you. With the Emperor, though, coming out as your main lesson, it is going to be very important for you to be able to actually go within and to be able to create something that is stable and secure for yourself, to take this creative flow and to give it meaning, purpose, reason. This is the Ace of Wands card coming up for you, and it is the finding your purpose, finding your will, finding that space where your creativity needs to be and how to express that. So a vital lesson to that will be taking time to clear out your mind. It will be taking time to figure out how to connect to your instincts. It will be taking time to connect to your unconscious, and from there you'll get a lot more balance. Your outcome card is the Five of Swords. So finding some space to trust yourself, trust other people, a journey around trust. This may be something related to finding more connections, especially emotionally available connections or creative connection. If this is all about a creative project, about something that you are building and working on towards yourself, being able to trust those people and have those difficult conversations about expectations so that you can move forward. We have Five of Wands here, friendly competition. There's a lot of here about fives. Fives is all about expansion, all about pushing forward. The Emperor is stabilizing, the fives are destabilizing so that there is space for investment, space to grow. Knight of Wands, there's a lot of excitement and things and movement that will be coming forth from this. Things will be growing, things will be expanding. Get clear on what that looks like for you, what those desires look like for you, what your interests are, what that fire is for you, and what that relationship perhaps with a parental father figure or with a father figure in your life, with someone who was not emotionally available. Perhaps your own tendencies to not be emotionally available. Perhaps there are tendencies to work with or attract people who are not emotionally available, who are not tapped into their feeling sense of things, and how that is impacting your own ability to be able to tap into your own unconscious, and how that may be something that is leaking and pulling away your psychic energy, keeping you from being able to fully integrate, to shift, to come back to self, and to find that stability. We want to be a kind emperor. We don't want to be a cold emperor. And when we are unable to have that emotional space and have people who hold that emotional space for us, we may move into a very cerebral, we will just think our way through things, but then there's this fiery, perhaps the one feeling that feels accessible to you is anger. If that is a acceptable expression of feeling, and if not, then we may find that that's what's been pushed within us internally that needs to be expressed. And perhaps your anger is just a route to feeling some sadness, feeling some betrayal, and how to creatively move that through you. I would definitely say do some meditations, do some artwork, go have some fun, go play some games. Go bring some joy into your life, track your dreams and things of that nature, because expansion is coming and it's time to work on these trust issues. It's time to be able to come into collaboration and partnership, whether that is creative or relationship wise. Time, because the friendly competition, the push, the creative flow, perhaps a lot of having fun in the bedroom things will be coming up, and it will be a good movement forward, a good movement of that energy. All right, that's going to be it for my lovely Virgos. I love you. Have fun on your journey. Enjoy. And if you'd like a private reading, go ahead and send me a message. If you want to work together on some of this integration, send me a message. I love you. I'll see y'all later. Bye.